Okay, so what all did we end up doing last night?
Last night we buttoned up the cooling system and the carburetor and made this happen.
It's alive! What's about to happen? Oh yeah, that's nasty. What, you can't put a gasket on there? They're supposed to have a curve to them, ain't they? Is it crown up?
This one just does because it's used and bent really bad.
Yeah, so it obviously goes on that way. So how many leaks do you think we're going to have?
All of them.
Okay.
I would like the record to show that the guy that helicoiled these holes may have got one. Oh, no, there's just this one hole. I think it may be crooked, but I think it's fine. The real question is the carb all the way on?
Well, it's just kind of flopping around now. Hey, can you grab it and wiggle it at all? Yeah, you're all the way down. Yeah, leave her down. Yeah.
It doesn't look all the way down.
No, you're all the way down. She'll get sensitive. It's good enough. Stop hitting it. Leaving the stickers on, right?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, okay. That way it looks brand new, because it is.
Yeah, if somebody ever looks in the engine bay and sees those stickers on those radiator hoses, they'll be like, golly, did you do a full restoration on this truck?
Holy moly, she's got a new cooling system and everything.
Look at this just crazy kamikaze pilot moth. Where'd he go? Where are you, feller? There he is. There, yep. Get it! Get some! Yeah! There you go. Get it! Get you some! That's funny. That moth is insane. There he is. He's right there. He's on the hood hinge. Scared him off. There he goes. He's a wild man. Okay, so I guess now's as good a time as any to give you an update. Jed is cleaning up some old, really old, not good hose clamps, so we can use them on our brand new hoses. I got the carburetor on and all the lines and hoses and wire and everything hooked up. I've been doing a little bit of wire brushing on that and down there on that on the lower, and we're basically to the point now getting ready to throw the radiator hoses on and fill it up with coolant and hope that we don't find any leaks.
There's going to be a lot of leaks.
There's not going to be any leaks.
Yeah. No, yeah, that's definitely good. So the lower rad is on.
Is that shop dog? Oh, jeez. Tucker, go lay down.
What a good dog.
Tucker, go lay down. Go to your spot. Good boy. That's the dog's corner of the shop where he lays the whole time we're working on stuff to be safe.
And he's like that good of a boy.
He's so good.
He actually stays there when we're working on stuff. God, he is. He's not even a dog. He's a bro.
He's a straight bro. Okay, so Jed overhauled the hose clamps.
I didn't.
He did. He rebuilt the hose clamps, and if you're thinking these hose clamps are rusty and look like that they were on the cooling system of the Titanic, I'll say this, you don't need to worry about what those hose clamps look like.
It's nice. Look at all the shit on that filter.
Mm-hmm. So fortunately, if we do have any leaks from the engine or the cooling system, we won't know. Because
It's everywhere.
now my garage floor's got a bunch of coolant on it.
You don't have to worry about what's on the floor. What you talking about, Tucker? Perfect. You don't have to worry about the exhaust.
Is the red light on?
It's going.
Oh, it's on. So I gotta edit all this out.
Probably.
Alright, so we're gonna go around the block, let her stay nice and warm for a few minutes, and then bring her back in and change the oil, because through the pressure washing and working and like cleaning the gasket surfaces and stuff, it's hard telling what got in the engine. So we're gonna just, don't do that. Oh no. It's a two-hander to go back up. You just leave it, it's fine.
Okay. Nothing happened.
Yeah, the passenger window falls off the track once it gets down in the door, so you always leave this much exposed.
Okay.
It's fine. Okay.
She likes it.
Got to go over my wooden blocks. Dude, it's so weird driving this thing without that exhaust manifold leak. It's like I hear so many things, but not coming where from they used to come from.
Yeah.
And let me just say, this thing sounds nice for having an old single pipe, regular old plain Jane part store muffler. Everything's rusted. Jed had to piece the exhaust together with old rusty crap and 2 coat hangers, or did you get her done with one? One coat hanger.
We're not. No, why use 2 when we can just use 1? You know?
So we went around the block, kept her nice and warm. She's still running fine, just a little bit of timing issue, but we already knew that. So I'm gonna have Jed pull her in here, and we're gonna change the oil. Keep her coming. Keep her coming. Keep her coming. Keep her coming. Yep. Yeah, keep coming. Come on. Keep coming. Keep coming. Whoa! Shut her down.
It runs. It runs.
Yeah.
All of it's good.
Well, that's, yeah, she does run. Stop it. So, you guys don't need to worry about that little bit of coolant on the floor. It's fine. Jed's under there now to change the oil. And then after we change the oil, what are we doing, Jed? Putting the hood on and going for a drive?
It's rip time.
Right on, brother.
No, you guys scared me over there.
Alright, so after a minor headlight issue and other miscellaneous issues that we don't need to talk about, like the fact that maybe the headlights were just unplugged and there was never anything really wrong with them.
It wasn't that.
No, it definitely was not that. We are taking the first drive in the hot rod truck since we fixed the exhaust situation and a handful of other things. It still has a timing issue, but we're just going to take it easy on her all the way to the spring and fill up the water jugs and come all the way back. You excited, Jed?
I'm so excited.
It's your first time riding in her.
Man.
Dude, this thing sounds
It is
so good.
Insane.
All right.
It's very exciting.
Here we go. So, we made it to the spring, which is about 15 miles from my house. Piece of driftwood I just about busted my butt on. It's raining. The truck is just leaking all over me. Jed seems to be staying pretty dry. Man, I love the way this thing sounds. I'm very aware that it needs some timing work, but for what it is and just throwing it back together quick and dirty, I love it. So we're gonna fill up the water jugs and drive about another 12 miles to go get a bite to eat for supper, and then make the roughly 30-mile trip back home. I bet it'll be just fine. What do you think? Awesome. Well, go ahead. Tell them what's going on.
So we ate dinner. Dinner was good. The ride here was good. The springs were good. It was all good. And we came out after our awesome meal. And instead of bringing the thunder, like we were hoping it would, the battery on the hot rod Dent side is dead. Super dead. So now you turn the key and it just goes, and then that's it.
That's it.
That's it. That's all it says.
Turns out we should have taken the alternator. Yep.
You got it.
Turns out we should have taken the alternator light a little bit more serious. I put a voltmeter on the battery when we were at my house, and it
Doesn't even know how to read a voltmeter.
I don't know how to read a voltmeter.
I don't know how to use them.
But I'm pretty sure it gave me some sort of idea that it was charging. And maybe it wasn't. Who's to say? Maybe the brake lights were still stuck on the whole time we were inside eating. But those brake lights are pretty small amount of power in the grand scheme of things, so I'm guessing it wasn't charging.
It's kind of a baby battery too.
The whole time we drove here, which is weird because all the lights stayed really nice and bright the whole time, and we were even running the blower motor for defrost.
Yeah. Yeah. All the electronics working surprisingly well for being a Dent battery.
Yeah. So my dad's on his way to give us a jump in the rain. I'm bummed. He's probably also bummed, but it is what it is.
Why?
After Dad came and jumped it,
Oh my gosh.
we basically drove 30 miles home with headlights that don't even light up anything at all, really.
I couldn't see the road.
No, I couldn't see the road the whole entire way, but we're home. We did make it home.
That was sketch.
Super sketchy.
Wow.
I'm definitely ready for a beer. Okay, so last night Jed and I had to drive home about 30 miles basically by candlelight, because that's about how much the headlights were actually working.
Oh, I couldn't see nothing.
Because we had some kind of charging issue and we were losing our battery at a rapid pace. So now Jed is switching some wires on the alternator according to what we think a diagram means that my cousin Zach sent me, and hopefully we're right about that. And in the meantime, we gotta get this battery on a charge, because the truck died as we rounded the corner in front of my house and we coasted into my driveway. So it's dead, fully dead. The last like 10 miles we were running on probably like 4 cylinders, and then the trip through town where I live we were running on like 2 cylinders. Well, somebody got this on there really well. Get off of there. Never hammer on your battery cable ends. It's fine. It's fine. You don't need to worry about what I'm hammering on. So you switched that wire already? Cool.
It's gonna need some tinker.
I'm gonna let you muscle that battery out of there. Yeah.
Where are we charging her at?
We'll go in the garage and put her on a fast charge for a little while.
Nice.
Alright, so Jed and I put the battery on a fast charge and cleaned up the terminals and switched one of the wires. And hopefully now the alternator light goes off and she goes, I guess. I don't know.
Something will happen.
And yeah, set the choke and then rest the weight of my foot on the pedal and just... Yeah, she's still dead. Yeah. Okay, take 2 with the battery charger hooked up again. Tucker! Still got the alternator light, so I guess we'll try switching some wires around. Okay, so we took the alternator out to get a better look at it. Our battery is on the charger again because the first time it was on the charger was not near enough time.
We didn't have the patience.
The truck started and ran beautifully. Every single time we go to start it, it just seems to just do what it does.
And it sounds so good.
It sounds so good. But the freaking alternator light was still on. So I finally just had enough. We pulled the truck back inside the garage, took the alternator out, hooked our peepers on the terminals and how they're supposed to be, and the fact that they're bass-ackwards of how they were supposed to be. Got her all back together. Oh my gosh, I hope this works.
And we're not like studying on this stuff and trying to hook it up, because like the timing on it's just not quite right, and when we were getting it running you could definitely tell. So I basically just edged it over with a rubber mallet, and that's how we got it the timing as close as we did. Yeah. So like with this charging problem, if that light shuts off, we're trusting it. Yeah. You just want that alternator light to shut off.
Right. Because last night's experience driving home by candlelight was...
I had to think happy thoughts.
How did you feel about it?
Oh, man. I could barely see the white line in front of the truck. So I just had my nose on the windshield, watching that white line, and just ready to let you know if we started going over it.
Yeah.
But when there were cars coming towards us, I couldn't see nothing.
Oh, yeah. You couldn't see absolutely anything when there was cars coming towards us. And the funny thing is, the windshield in this thing leaks like a sieve. So we're driving in a steady rain. with practically no headlights, and there's water running down the inside of the windshield onto my feet and legs, and super high stress situation. But honestly, by the grace of God, I think we made it home safe, and we're getting her sorted out today before we go out and get stranded again.
Me and Jake were just chewing our fingernails, white knuckled, both of us, thinking, just get us home, and that's exactly what it did.
It was sketchy. All right.
Well, let's see if it works.
Let's see if it works. Okay, we've built the suspense up a billion times. Now, all I need to see is no alternator light once she starts running. Come on! It's still on. Why are you still on? Well, it only took like 48 hours of chasing wires and creating new grounds for literally like everything. And finally, it was the voltage regulator the whole time. So we're going for a freaking drive. I cannot believe we've just been dancing around a bad voltage regulator this entire time. Because I didn't want to accept that it went bad overnight.
The Ranger's kind of poking out in the driveway.
Shut it off.
Not yet. It's so weird not seeing that alternator light. Now Jed's gonna shut the garage door. And we're going for our first drive with a charging system. You can shut her down there. Wow, do those headlights look brighter to you, Jed?
Huh, just a little bit.
Funny how
It's
that
almost like the battery's charging and the alternator's working. That's weird.
Now you can relax a little bit.
Wow, look at that beautiful Malibu right there.
What is that?
Look at that
Did you see
Malibu
that?
right there. Oh my gosh. Huh. All right. So we had all those alternator problems. What we thought were alternator problems. And it wasn't alternator problems. It was the regulator. Jacob went and grabbed the new regulator from Princess Auto.
Ow!
Wow, it's weird not having the alternator light.
Yeah. It's almost like everything's actually working.
Yeah.
How odd is that? It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Can't make me. You can't make me.
Okay. It's the next day. So let's see how the HRDS likes a cold start. I can never find the key to this thing. It's just there's too much going on here. I think it's this one. Yeah, it's that one. I forgot I gotta hook up the battery. Okay, the battery's hooked up. We're gonna turn to that. Give her one pump to set the choke. What a beauty. Man, this thing loves a good cold start. $33 outside. We're gonna put her to work. Work truck. top 5 sketchiest things I've ever done. Definitely should have checked the air in the back right tire on the tractor before I did that. It was sketchy.
Yeah, it took way.
When I came up on the side of on the tail of the trailer, the tire lost all structure.
Yeah.
It felt weird in here. I was like, am I going through the floor of my trailer right now? And I'm like, oh, we didn't put air in that tire.
Yeah.
If you were me, would you go forward a little more or you call it good?
You're all
Am I
right.
on the truck a little bit? Because I want to be on the truck a little bit.
A little bit. Yeah, you're good. Much better.
Super sketchy. You don't need to worry about how sketchy that looks. Dude, I don't know if I'm ready. Are you ready?
As I'll ever be.
Basically, we have to be ready now, right? Because we're getting ready to hit the road. So, here, cameraman.
I'm gonna do some camera stuff.
Yeah.
And man, what an absolute unit, though. Nice.
How the heater in this thing works.
Think about Fords; they always got good heaters.
Oh man, I also wish I had a rear view mirror. That's unfortunate.
It's just not there.
Here we go. Is there a trailer behind us?
Yes.
Am I overthinking it?
This is perfect.
Okay. So far, so good. It doesn't even feel like there's anything back there other than the weight, like the suspension. But as far as the moving it forward part, this truck doesn't even know there's a tractor behind it. So we'll catch up with you when we're on the open road. So maximum speed on this road, because this particular road is just got really bad valleys in the tire tracks. Maximum speed's 40 mile an hour pretty much. In third gear, because we're not up around the real good spot for fourth gear yet,
Well, we made it. And it was only a little sketchy. Wasn't too bad. Jake enjoyed it way too much. This thing is awesome.
Is it just weird? Is this my dad's place or remind you of pigs?
A little bit.
G-Dale?
Yeah.
I just now was thinking about that. Like the backdrop of anything we do at Dad's house is a lot like get pigs.
Yeah.
40 degrees warmer.
Yeah, it's just a Midwest version of G-Dale. I guess I could help a guy.
Oh, I better get my clevis.
You're gonna need that.
Yeah, I can't let Dad have my clevis, man.
No. No. Guess I could help. This is OSHA certified. DOT standards. Oh, right here. Come on now. Come on. Come on now. Perfect.
It was just as sketchy as it looks. I didn't check my trailer tires before. Yeah. They haven't been checked in like 3 years. No. They're low.
Low as in how low?
They just look at them.
Ah, hell, that ain't bad.
Right.
The rim's still off the road.
The Kubota's officially home. I love the sound. You can shut her down.
Hey, Bubs. Hey, Bubs. What you doing, buddy? Hey, Bubs.
Shoot. That was nothing. Okay. Back home we go, right?
Yee.
Well, we made it home. It's been a pretty wild ride from installing the engine in the truck to getting it to run, which wasn't too terrible, and then getting it to charge, which turned out to be quite the debacle, all caused by a bad voltage regulator that went bad overnight. And then we instantly put it to work, hauling a tractor about, 12 or 13 miles away. And this thing is a rig. I absolutely love it and can't wait to start driving it and enjoying it. So that'll do it for this episode. Thanks for watching.